Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's TK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, River Cities Alliance is an initiative of which of the following ministries or institutions? Ministry of Environment and Forest, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Ministry of Jal Shakti and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs or Niti Aayog. The correct answer is option C, Ministry of Jal Shakti and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Recently, the National Mission for Clean Ganga, in association with the National Institute of Urban Affairs, organized River Cities Alliance Global Seminar Partnership for Building International River-Sensitive Cities in New Delhi. The River Cities Alliance has been launched with the objective to provide the member cities with a platform to discuss and exchange information on aspects that are vital for sustainable management of urban rivers, sharing best practices and supporting innovation. The alliance is open to all river cities of India. Any river city can join the alliance at any time. The implementation is being monitored regularly at state level by Chief Secretary of the respective state or UT and at central level by the Central Monitoring Committee under the chairmanship of Secretary, Ministry of Jal Shakti. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, consider the following statements regarding the US-South Korea-Washington Declaration. 1. It was adopted on the occasion of 70th anniversary of US-South Korea Alliance. 2. According to the declaration, an American nuclear ballistic submarine is to be deployed in the Korean Peninsula. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, there was a meeting between the President of the United States of America and President of the Republic of Korea. They met to enhance the South Korea-US alliance, which is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year. Both the leaders adopted a new joint statement called the Washington Declaration. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The purpose of this agreement, called the Washington Declaration, is to protect the Korean Peninsula from a nuclear attack by North Korea. The declaration also includes plans to deploy an American nuclear ballistic submarine in the Korean Peninsula for the first time in over 40 years. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding World Red Cross Day 2023. 1. It is celebrated every year on 8th of May. 2. The theme of this year is Everything We Do Comes From the Heart. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. The International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies celebrated the World Red Cross Day on 8th May. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The theme for the year 2023 is Everything We Do Comes From the Heart. Hence, statement 2 is correct. IFRC is the world's largest humanitarian network and their secretariat supports local Red Cross and Red Crescent action in more than 192 countries. The idea for World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day come about after the First World War during the 14th International Conference of the Red Cross. The first International Red Cross Day, as it used to be known, was celebrated on 8th May 1948. The official title of the day changed over time and became known as World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day in 1984. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, Project Dantak, which was seen in the news recently, is the flagship project of BRO carried out in which country? Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, or Bangladesh? The correct answer is option C, Bhutan. Recently, to commemorate its 64th Racing Day, the Border Road Organization or BRO organized 10th mega edition of the Enduring Friendship Mountain Bike Challenge at Thimphu in Bhutan. The project Dantak was established on 24th April 1961. It was a result of the visionary leadership of the third king of Bhutan and the then Prime Minister of India. BRO is a statutory body under the Ministry of Defence responsible for the construction and maintenance of roads and bridges in India's border areas. BRO was established in 1960 with the primary objective of ensuring the security of India's borders by constructing and maintaining roads and bridges in the border areas. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the recently discovered spider species Pinthella dhritiae. 1. It has been found in Mukambika Wildlife Sanctuary, Karnataka. 2. It has been named in honor of Dr. Dhriti Banerjee, the first woman director of the Zoological Survey of India. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, or neither one nor two? The correct answer is option C, both one and two. Recently, the researchers of Zoological Survey of India have discovered two new species of jumping spiders from southern India. The two discoveries include Fintella dhritiye from Mukambika Wildlife Sanctuary in Karnataka and Fintella platniki from Salem district of Tamil Nadu. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The Fintella dhritiye has been named in honor of Dr. Dhriti Banerjee, the first woman director of the ZSI. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The newly discovered species, which belong to the genus Fintella, are small to medium-sized colorful spiders usually covered with metallic iridescent scales. The head is somewhat rounded or oval, relatively high with a distinct posterior slope, while the abdomen is ovoid or elongate, usually with pale and dark horizontal bands. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is with reference to antibiotic resistant genes. Consider the following statements. 1. It can transfer from the environment to humans. 2. It has been found in bacteria in the Sundarban Delta region. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, or neither one nor two? The correct answer is option C, both one and two. Recently, a study has shown that the bacteria found in the sediments of the Sundarban Delta region can withstand antibiotics. According to the study, the bacteria are developing antibiotic-resistant genes due to the constant dumping of waste and pollutants in the network of water bodies. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The new study suggests that heavy metal effluents and PAH pollutants have advanced the evolution of ARGs. The antibiotics play a crucial role in killing pathogenic bacteria which cause infections in animals and humans. The antibiotics overuse or misuse in medical and agricultural settings has long been proven to be a factor in the emergence of ARGs. The ARGs can transfer from the environment to humans via their bacterial host and then have a negative impact on human health. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements regarding the biosynthetic clock. 1. It keeps the body's cells from getting old. 2. The human body's cells contain gene regulatory circuits that are responsible for aging. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? One only, two only, both one and two, or neither one nor two? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, research has shown that cells follow two distinct paths during aging, and these are controlled by a central genetic regulatory circuit. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Manipulating these processes can be used to extend the lifespan of cells. The cells, including those of yeast, plants, animals, and humans, all contain gene regulatory circuits that are responsible for many physiological functions including aging. A biosynthetic clock keeps the body's cells from getting old, or in other words, reaching normal levels of deterioration related to aging. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The human lifespan relates to how quickly individual cells age. The cells follow a variety of molecular changes through their entire lifespan until they eventually degenerate and die. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements regarding the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. 1. It provides for the freezing, confiscation and seizure of proceeds of crime. 2. It applies only to offences committed within the territorial limits of India. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? One only, two only, both 1 and 2, or neither one nor two? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the chartered accountants, company secretaries, and cost and works accountants have been brought under the ambit of money laundering law. The Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002 is an act of the Parliament of India enacted to prevent money laundering and to provide for confiscation of property derived from money laundering. Under the PMLA, the authorities can freeze, confiscate, and seize any property that is derived or suspected to be derived from proceeds of crime. This includes properties that are directly or indirectly involved in money laundering activities. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The PMLA applies not only to offences committed within the territorial limits of India but also to offences committed outside India by a person or entity that is an Indian citizen or an entity incorporated or registered in India. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is G20 Tech Sprint 2023 is an initiative of which of the following ministries or institutions? The Reserve Bank of India and the Bank for International Settlements, Bank Indonesia, Bank of Italy, or Monetary Authority of Singapore and the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority. The correct answer is option A, the RBI and the Bank for International Settlements. Recently, the RBI launched G20 Tech Sprint 2023, a global technology competition for developing innovative solutions to improve cross-border payments. Under India's G20 presidency, the RBI and the BIS Innovation Hub of the Bank for International Settlements or BIS have jointly launched the 4th edition of the G20 Tech Sprint. The 2023 Tech Sprint will focus on solutions for 3 challenges that cross-border payments face: anti-money laundering and sanctions technology solutions, foreign exchange and liquidity technology solutions for multilateral cross-border central bank digital currency platforms. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements with respect to volcanoes. 1. Shield volcanoes are mostly made up of basalt, a type of lava that is very fluid when erupted. 2. The volcano of fire is located in Mexico. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the volcano of fire had been emitting ash clouds that could affect many people in communities around the peak. The 12,300 feet high volcano of fire is located in Guatemala, is one of the most active volcanoes in Central America. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. The shield volcanoes are the largest of all the volcanoes on the earth. These volcanoes are mostly made up of basalt, a type of lava that is very fluid when erupted. Hence, statement 1 is correct. They become explosive if somehow water gets into the vent, otherwise they are characterized by low explosivity. The Hawaiian volcanoes are the most famous examples of shield volcanoes. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Last question is, recently seen in the news, the Mishti initiative is related to facilitate mangrove plantations along India's coastline and on salt pan lands, reduce the air pollution levels in northern capital region, facilitate treatment for wastewater released from industries, or planting trees along the national highways. The correct answer is option A, facilitate mangrove plantations along India's coastline and on salt pan lands. Recently, the Mishti, that is Mangrove Initiative for Shoreline Habitats and Tangible Incomes scheme, was in the news. It was launched in the Union Budget 2023-24. It comes under the ambit of Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. The aim of the Mishti scheme is to protect and revive mangrove ecosystems on the Indian coast while enhancing the socio-economic status of nearby communities. India has mangrove forest on both its eastern and western coast, with the Sundarbans in Bengal being one of the largest mangrove forests on the planet. Mangrove trees are excellent carbon sinks as they can grow in saline waters and can sequester up to 4 times more carbon than tropical rainforest. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Recently seen in the news, Chinnar Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Kerala, Karnataka, Odisha, or Tamil Nadu. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.